Hello, I'm Kate Morris, a careers consultant at the University of York Careers and Placements team, and this video is all about how to master LinkedIn. Today I'm going to talk to you about some different ways to use LinkedIn as a student and once you've graduated. We'll cover what makes a good profile and how to build relationships and your professional reputation. So firstly, what is LinkedIn? It's basically a digital professional network. So it's a platform where you can share information about yourself and your career history, and you can also see info about other people and companies, but it all has a work-related context. The first thing you need to do to get started is build a profile. Your first impression will be the image of your profile, so you need to include a photo. People are much more likely to connect with you if they can see your face. Remember to smile. This will be a lot more engaging, and you can see the difference between a personal photo and the weird mystery bubble that LinkedIn defaults to if you don't add a photo. You can also tailor your profile background. LinkedIn have some stock backgrounds, or you could include an image relevant to your work or personality, but keep it undistracting. You can see my colleague Charlie has a nice shot of the uni campus, and I host and produce our careers podcast, so I've used the podcast branding as my background. You then need to think about the content. There are different sections to fill in. First, you've got the headline. Here you can summarise your aspirations or your current role or situation. Then it's the about section. This gives you a chance to give more details on your current role and your most relevant skills. It's really important to fill out the experience section. You could add work experience, volunteering, internships, relevant projects from your degree, positions of responsibility like being a course rep or secretary of your student society. Basically anything you've done that has a work-related element to it. Obviously, over time, this would mainly become jobs that you've done, but don't overlook the value of these other types of experiences when you're at uni or recently graduated. Next is the education section. It's really important to include your current studies. I see a lot of students who think that they have to wait until they've completed their degree or postgraduate study before putting it on there, but you should add it now and just say it's ongoing or put the anticipated end date. There are various other sections you could add to if relevant, so certifications like first aid certificate, got skills, so you can request endorsements from other LinkedIn users here, honours and awards, maybe you've done the York Award or Duke of Edinburgh Award or something, recommendations, those are things that you can again add from other LinkedIn users. In the interest section, this is where you would add any companies or LinkedIn groups that you're following. They'll show up here, and it's a great way to evidence genuine interest in a particular sector or topic. Once you have a profile, there are two ways of using LinkedIn, actively or passively. So firstly, actively, LinkedIn is a bank of employers and opportunities, so you can actively search and apply for jobs. You can build relationships with specific employers, build a professional network for yourself, and build your reputation. In terms of searching and applying for jobs, there's a few features. So firstly, you've got Easy Apply. As the name suggests, it's very quick. Your profile is basically the application, so you don't need to write a cover letter or application form. But is it too easy? Hundreds, if not thousands of candidates can just press that button, and there tends to be a really low chance of success for these types of applications. So if you're going to use it, make sure your profile relates to the job as much as possible. Then there's the apply button. This is the most conventional tool. So if you click the jobs icon at the top of your LinkedIn screen, it will match you with jobs that relate to the skills and experiences listed on your profile. You then just click on the apply button and it takes you to the company website where you'd apply via the standard process. So this usually is an application form or CV and cover letter. The other way to search for jobs is through the Create Alert button. So if your dream employer is not hiring, you can just go on the LinkedIn page and set up a notification for when they next post a job. So this really speeds up targeted research and saves you from having to keep checking their website. It's a great idea to build your network on LinkedIn. So be proactive about connecting with people you meet in real life. For example, at careers events or during your work experience, even other students from your course. You can review company profiles to identify people to connect with. You can follow industry leaders and companies. They don't let you connect with them, but you can follow them, and that way you get updates from them. Make sure you connect with purpose though. Don't just send out loads of random requests. Think about why you want to connect with that person. Also, don't expect immediate replies. Some people use LinkedIn daily and others only check it now and again. Always include a message when you send a connection request. Make it short and clear and avoid asking for a job or specific inside information on a recruitment process at the initial request. So an example here, we've got, "Hi Kate, my name's Charlie and I'm studying for an MA in education at York. I'm interested in pursuing a career in career counselling in the future, so I'm reaching out to connect with professionals in the field. Thanks, Charlie." So Charlie's tailoring to the person, briefly explaining his context and clearly stating why he wants to connect with me specifically. Students often ask me what they should post about and how often. There's no set rules in terms of frequency, and it's obviously pointless to just post for the sake of it, but think about any notable updates like graduation, starting a new job, perhaps you're doing an interesting academic project that you completed or your dissertation. You could post links or articles that you've read that relate to your professional interests. Perhaps you find them interesting or inspiring. You could show appreciation of others professionally by publicly congratulating them on something. Or you might pose a question, ask for help, or perhaps you've got tips and advice that you want to share with others. I've got a couple of examples to show you. First is a student posting about a careers event they attended. So you can see they took a photo of the event and they've cleverly added the panel members from the event. So this post will show up in their feed, and it's a great way of starting to build a connection with these people. In the second example, the student has reposted a post I made about the podcast, and you can see he's added his own comments. Okay, let's move on to the passive use of LinkedIn. Basically, it's an amazing career research tool. You can improve your commercial awareness by getting insights and updates for specific sectors. Search for company pages to see an overview of the organisation, their latest news and jobs. And if you click on people, you can see everyone on LinkedIn who's worked at the company now or in the past. You can get sector-related news by looking at LinkedIn groups. This can also help you identify people that you might want to connect with. There's also LinkedIn news for more general business-related updates. You can get career inspiration and ideas by researching what graduates from your degree subject have gone into. And you can also see people's career journeys through viewing their career history and progression. This is a really good way of reality checking your ideas. Note the experiences they've gained before securing their current job. Is this an entry-level position or something that you need to build up to? Look at the way that employers or individuals describe their skills. Have you got these? And if so, are you using the same language? Remember, recruiters do keyword searches. And finally, you can do passive job hunting by enabling the Open to Work banner, which means that you can easily be found by recruiters. Remember, you already have a network at university, and I'd like to invite you to join our University of York Careers and Placements group. This is a great place to get started practicing posting things and networking with other York students, graduates and staff. The university also has a LinkedIn page where you can view all the alumni on LinkedIn and filter by degree subject, job role, location to get started with that career journey research. Some departments also have set up their own subject groups, so have a play around with it basically. If you want to get some feedback on your LinkedIn profile, we've got a really great resource for this. You might have used our Careers Set tool to get feedback on your CV, and you can now also get feedback on your LinkedIn profile. So just click on your own LinkedIn profile and you'll see a section called Resources at the top. In here, it allows you to save your profile as a PDF. Once you've done that, you can upload it to Careers Set and you'll then get detailed feedback on each section. You can also get AI suggestions of how to reword specific elements if you want more ideas on how you could express something. So it's a really useful tool. Okay, that's the end of the video. Don't forget you can get more help from us. We've got lots of resources and videos on our website. If you want to talk through your ideas or get some advice, we've got bookable appointments. We've got work experience opportunities with volunteering and paid internships and so much more. So check out our website at york.ac.uk/careers.